was a great cue up from an. Oh yeah, so we have one more question here. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe all of you on the agency side, I'd like to know how you reward your people for returning phone calls and emails, and also for original thinking financially.
So the question one was challenging, I guess, the compensation model at agencies for their responsiveness and innovation. Does anyone want to take that?
I'll take the second half. I can't vouch for the phone call and email return, though I think that's certainly something that is led by example in an organization. And if you are looking to the people at the top of an organization and how they respond to certain kinds of needs, it sets an example for the rest of the organization to follow. On the compensation piece for new ideas, I mean, Mullen has a number of programs in place that whether we're growing an existing client with an idea or helping to land a new piece of business, there is actually a institutionalized form of compensation for helping to generate more revenue out of a particular client and bringing something compelling to the table that the client can fall in love with and help to grow that book of business. It's also recognized in the form of employee recognition and incentives. We just had our kind of an annual program where an employee-nominated group of people is recognized within the organization for contributions that they've made, not only to help the organization grow, but to help certain pieces of business grow. And it's all kind of nominated by a group of your peers, and selections are made in a whole series of categories. And it's extremely compelling, I think, and encouraging to people to see others getting recognized for stuff like that.
I'd just say, I mean, in the job that I'm in now, I actually spend a lot of time thinking and talking about how much money people are going to make, and we don't reward people based on their ideas and innovation. I'll tell you why. I mean, we're trying to build an agency and a culture, and it has to do with a lot more than just that. So I think if someone is great with ideas, and they're the kind of person that's going to make people around them better, they'll be rewarded. But if, you know, we're not looking at just at the ideas.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, independent thinking and creative thinking is certainly part of the job description this day and age. I mean, I think that I don't see anyone on our team just doing what's on their task list and sticking to that and not really branching out outside of that. You know, you need to be willing to explore other opportunities. If you get a phone call from a rep that, as far as my team, if it's not necessarily search, they still deserve a call back, and they might have some opportunity that maybe it falls somewhere between search and somewhere between display, and maybe it's something that hasn't really found its own channel yet, and that deserves a call. And I think that as far as communicating that to the team, it's just about having having those types of conversations and setting the example and making sure that everyone's doing it from the top down.
Yeah, I just support what everybody said about ideas and innovation. That should be part of the job. The reward is that your idea gets activated and it's a success, and then we all celebrate, and your job continues to grow. As far as the rewarding for reps and phone calls, that's obviously always a challenge. You know, there's thousands of vendors out there, and some very small teams. So what may feel like timely to us may not feel like timely to everybody. I just know that it's an effort we always try and make, because that's how we're going to bring good ideas to life, is by having good relationships. A lot of the great things we've been able to do come from good partnerships with the sales community. So that's sort of the reward there, is being able to bring something to life together with a partner.
Sort of adds a new twist to a pay-per-call, doesn't it? Bad joke. Okay. Let's take it up a notch and talk about the agency, sort of the agency community in general, for just a minute, and we'll get back into some of the more tactical